Hi guys, Dr. D. Nice Beaujolais here, solar powered and energized by the SON. It's First Wednesday, y'all! And as you know, our First Wednesday series this year is going to be all about sex and sexuality. And if you want more information, go to the introduction video that I did last month. If I remember, I'll remember to link it down below. But before we go, I'm sure you want to see my outfit. I'm coming. Beautiful, isn't it? I know. It's from Indonesia. It's called a kabaya, I think. Anyway, lovely. Total like lacy top with some embroidery, detail and beading. Wonderful. Anyway, let's dive right into it. We're going to be talking about sex. And I asked you all to send in your questions, and you did. And I got 2 questions that we're going to tackle today. And the first one is asked about orgasm. What is an orgasm? It was a 2-part question. What is an orgasm, and why do some women fake it? You want to know, right? Well, let's talk about it. So basically, an orgasm is kind of picture like you're climbing up the mountain and you're working hard to get there. And when you get to the top, you do the happy dance because you're so excited that you got there. That's kind of what that is. And that happy dance just kind of comes on from the joy inside of you. That's what an orgasm is. It's totally involuntary. As a matter of fact, it is man functioned, taken care of, I don't know. It comes through the autonomic nervous system. That's the involuntary part of your nervous system when things just happen, not because you thought about it or tried to make it happen. As a matter of fact, there are over 8,000 nerve endings that are in the clitoris and in the glands of the penis that sends messages to your brain, and for whatever reason at this climax moment during sex they just start releasing all these hormones and causing this involuntary muscle spasming throughout your body. And that's technically what an orgasm is. So there are a couple of things I mentioned. There's a lot of muscle spasming that happens. As a matter of fact, the pelvic floor muscles really begin to just spasm, and they've actually measured how fast it does that in a woman. It's like 8 to 13 hertz. I don't know what that means, but I think that's fast. And also, there's a lot of other muscles that spasm throughout the course of the body. Some people even let out a lot of vocal sounds at the time of an orgasm. What also happens during an orgasm is there like a rainstorm or a snowstorm, since it's winter, of hormones that are just let go and released throughout the body. Let's talk about 2 types of them. One is a type of hormones called endorphins. They're the feel-good hormones, the ones that they just, like I said, help you feel good. And they're the ones that provide that euphoric or that high that's related to an orgasm. And they also cause you to feel relaxed afterwards. Some people fall into a deep sleep. The other one is oxytocin, and that one, they actually call it like the bonding hormone. It's released throughout various times during sexual activity, definitely during orgasm, and it causes that bonding to occur between the 2 people that are having sex. So be careful who you bond with. That's all I'm trying to say. Here's a couple of facts about orgasm. One is that oxytocin that we talked about that is released, it tends to be released more in monogamous relationship. When orgasm occurs during a monogamous committed relationship, there tends to be higher levels of that oxytocin, of that bonding. Also, another thing that you may want to know is more people have an orgasm when they are in a committed monogamous relationship than outside of that. I don't know what that means. You think about that one. Anyway, next part of the question, part B, is why do women fake orgasms? Quite frankly, because they can. A woman's orgasm looks a little different than a man's. And actually, a man's orgasm, it's fairly obvious that they've had an orgasm. After they ejaculate, the penis goes limp. Now, there are a few things out there about a dry orgasm. I mean, I think that's kind of like Bigfoot. You know, a lot of people believe in it, but not a lot of people have seen it. However, people are pretty convinced that it exists. That's basically an male ejaculation or a male orgasm without actual ejaculation. It's called a dry orgasm. But aside from that, it's pretty obvious when a man has had an orgasm. A woman, on the other hand, it is not as obvious. So guess what? She can fake it. She can fake the spasming, she can fake the moaning and the groaning, and the acting as if she is euphoric and excited. Now, why? Why does she do that? Look, there are a lot of reasons. Maybe they're just totally not interested in sex. Maybe they want it done and over with. Maybe they want to kind of cheer the person along. Or there are tons of reasons. If you all can think of some other reasons, let me know in the comments section below. But most important question is, should they? Should a woman fake an orgasm? And quite frankly, I say no, because it is lying. The sexual experience is meant for a time of great intimacy and connection. It connects the body and the soul. You could even potentially reproduce doing sex. Why should you be lying to this person that you're supposed to be so close with? Unless this is not the person that you're supposed to be with, or it's not the right time. You only can answer that part of it. And I think that's it. I answered those two questions. The last question person asked me was, how do I maintain an erection? And, well, actually, they didn't say that. They said it the Jamaican way. How can I tan panelong? I don't know. But I'll translate it to, how can I maintain an erection? Because that's essentially what they meant. There are a couple of things. One is, make sure your cardiovascular health is intact. Guess what? There's a whole lot of blood vessels being dilated, a whole lot of blood flowing to the pelvic region. And if your cardiovascular health or your blood vessels and your heart is not in good health, guess what? It may not happen or work that well. And you could check out my previous series last year on health to figure out how to improve your cardiovascular health. The second reason is you can maintain an erection is to focus on your partner. Sex is not a selfish act. You need to focus on the person that you are with. The third thing is, I have my little notes here. There's an area between the scrotum and the anus that if you press on that area, that sometimes is known to interrupt orgasm. However, you need to be careful because a lot of people have caused some permanent nerve damage to that area trying to stop an orgasm. So lots of consequences to that. The next one is roots and herbs. You've heard of them all these things that are designed to make men function more sexually. I don't know. Do they work? I don't know. I really do believe you can do other things that are for sure that can enhance that. And of course, there's medicines. You've heard of them. Viagra. They're working on other things that regulate that hormonal storm that occurs in your brain during orgasm to kind of downplay it or hold it off. They're working on a lot of those things. And medications exist too. And the last and most important reason is to make sure you're having sex with the right person. That's it. If you're really committed to that person and having sex with the right person, maintaining an erection is not as difficult, or you all can work out the details of how long is long. And one question y'all may ask, Dr. D. Nice, who is the right person? Well, we can address that another time. You tell me your thoughts on who that is. Oh, what? We're done already? We are done. Anyway, look, the most important thing about sex is, remember, sex connects your soul and your body. It affects your soul and your body. There is no soul condom. Do not wake up sex before it is ready. All right. Anyway, if you have questions about sex that you want me to answer, let me know. send me an email. Questions for drdnice@gmail.com. That's questions, the number 4, drdnice@gmail.com. I'll put it in the comment section below. Okay, send your questions in. Every first Wednesday of the month, we'll be answering them. Take care. Goodbye.